Uh, I mean, I'm glad that there's an option at all.
Oh, wait, I have my mic muted. Shit.
Oh shit.
Oh, no. Okay. To explain all that again. Well, I'm gonna at least start the game real quick. Okay, hello all. This is Ocarina of Time Randomizer via the Ship of Arcanian port. A fan-made recompilation of the N64 ROM of the original game that more or less keeps together the same feel of the original game while adding some things like uh, widescreen supports, high frame rate supports, controller supports, and as you can see here, mod support. And we are going to be playing with the built-in randomizer that actually I need to make a new one real quick. As you can see here, you can just open this menu and there's a lot of settings here and I've already implemented my setting. Can you see this menu, by the way?
I can.
Okay. Sometimes the menu is
Is
like
it showing up on OBS?
Yeah, it is. That was a fun noise. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to erase one of these. This one, basically. Wait, what? There we go.
You do?
Well, yeah, because I need to reset the seed.
Oh, but like, you got 3 files.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna use that second file for anything, so. So this
Fair
main
enough.
file is just my main. I did like a complete playthrough of the game before we started. But you can see here that one of the medals is missing, and it's because when I finished the game, um, I forgot what I did, but I did something that made the game crash. Oh, I was installing AMD drivers. I was installing AMD drivers when the game was in the end credits, and when the drivers were installed, it made the game crash. And I realized that I forgot to save after, like, before I even finished the sand temple.
Oops.
So, oops. But I mean, I basically beat it. So this is really cool. You can just like play the regular game. There's a choice for the Ocarina, the randomizer mode, and you can see like the seed presets on the top, and also a boss rush. I haven't tried the boss rush, but I assume it just works the same way as it does in like the Ocarina of Time 3DS port.
I didn't know that was in there.
Yeah, it's a new feature. Something that's also in Skyward Sword.
I gotta fucking... Looks like you're starting with a medal.
Yeah, okay, so I have a few things turned on. We got Zelda's a Lullaby, Epona Song, and Saria Song, and also it gives us like a random item, and it seems to be Requiem of Spirits, which is the song that lets us teleport to the Sand Temple. And we also got one of the medallions from post game. So there's a bunch of settings you can set to basically have your character equipped with things at start, to more or less make the game slightly more accessible. Normally, I think most people have these turned off, so you can just start the game with like no sword and no shield, because the first chest where you get the sword is obviously not going to be the sword because of the randomizer. So you have to play. If I didn't have it turned on, you would have to play a lot of the game without a sword.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah. So just to smooth things out for at least this first run, we're going to be playing with at least a sword and shield. I'll put that first. So we're just gonna go over here to get our first chest. So it works basically the same as it does in Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizer. Every single item in every chest is randomized. So any chest can be anything.
Zelda games lend themselves very well to randomizers.
Yeah, because the cool thing about Ocarina of Time is that there's not only random items and chests, but there's also like random rewards you can get from like NPCs and whatnot, or for just completing tasks. So there's like a lot more randomization than like a standard KH2 playthrough, because you only get rewards in that game from chests, leveling up, and like story progression, basically.
Right.
Whereas in this game, you get it from chests, completing dungeons, sometimes from boss drops, You get them from like shops. You can get them from like talking to certain NPCs. Like basically any instance where Link will get an item is randomized.
Nice.
Yeah. And as you can see here, I am playing with the 3DS textures, which didn't influence the geometry at all. It's still N64, but it has the textures from the 3DS version. But as you can see here, the models are changed over. I can't go in the first person right now, but you can see here this is definitely the 3DS model, not the N64 one.
Ah. Are they higher poly?
I think they are. They kind of look like they are. Yeah, they are. Higher poly, definitely.
Oh.
So this room is valuable because it's like 4 chests, so you can get something good. Little count. Yeah, that's right.
Definitely don't want to roll those because you're maxed out.
I mean, it's fine.
That's good.
We got a shield. Yeah, so there's also just a lot more junk than in Cage 2. Like, most of the junk you'll get is like just random ruby drops.
And I mean, they don't even have to inject those. Those are just there.
Yeah. Now here's where the crux of the randomization is. Shop items. So we got assortment of bombs. You can buy rubies, which is really funny. So a purple ruby is 50 rubies. So this one costs 20, so it's like a net profit of 30.
Damn.
We can get a spearmint
Once you get the wallet, that'll be good.
Yeah, because damn, this game's starting it with 99 rubies max. Like, it hurts. It's actually kind of hard to do anything with 99 rubies. Well, yeah, you can see here, old like the original port of Ocarina of Time. I'm not sure if this is true for all N64 games, but the original Ocarina of Time was weird because it ran at a maximum of 20 FPS.
That is fairly standard for the N64, unfortunately.
Yeah, which was like kind of the neat thing about the 3DS version, because that version ran at 30. So it was like overall like a smoother experience than the original N64 version.
Crazy that's a like. It's crazy that a game this foundational can run at 30 and have it be like, oh my god, this is an improvement. This is huge.
I know, right? Even more so with this port running at 60. Like, and also like playing it in 144 is like definitely an experience, I will tell you. There's something like very like bizarre about running N64 games at like a frame rate in triple digits, I will say. It's like the weird feeling you get when you watch like anime interpolated into 60 FPS. But like in a good way, because
it's not that bad.
Because high frame rate gameplay is actually good compared to forced high frame rate animation, which is not good. Okay, so when you go into this room,
30 nuts.
Don't jump on that platform because you're meant to get the fairy slingshot in here. But if you knock down that platform when you jump in here, you could soft lock yourself in this room because they expect you to use the fairy slingshot to knock down that ladder. But we're obviously not gonna get it, so I had to purposefully not get it in order to actually be able to escape that room. Now you're not hard locked. The way to escape that, if you don't think about that ahead of time, is that you can just quit. You can just save and quit, and you'll just respawn at the dungeon entrance. Also, for those who have noticed already, yes, I'm playing as Pomni.
I think it's pretty hard not to notice.
This was the only Child Link mod I ever needed, to be honest. It is the only Child Link mod that ever existed, and it's all I need. But like being able to mod this game
I'm-
is like super good because as good as the Ship of Ocarina port is, there's like some aspects that they couldn't update. Like for example, like the UI elements. They are stuck at the native resolution of the N64. So blown up in like a
Oh.
1440 4P display, it looks super blurry and bad. But thankfully, you can install like mods to have like texture replacements on the buttons, so it all looks pretty good, including the menu too.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, I'm very excited to eventually get to this game.
Were you still gonna play this version, or were you gonna try like N64 or like 3DS version?
Oh, I think this version.
That's fair.
Just because it captures the essence very well, while being like the most playable and no fuss thing.
There is like a little bit of fuss. Like personally, I would recommend that you should like try and get your hands on the 3DS version for like a few things. Like first of all, this game is still running on like N64 like inputs, so if you're like using weapon to aim, it's very like rigid aiming. It's kind of hard for me to show you right now because I don't have an aiming weapon, but the cool
Oh, I
thing
gotcha.
the 3DS version is that it has gyro support. And unfortunately, this game, like even this port, does not have gyro support.
I mean, the only thing that I have that would work with gyro is drifting Joy-Cons. So I'll be okay without it. I'm playing Zelda too, so I can take some friction.
That's fair. Oh yeah, when you
Being
get
said, I haven't been playing much with that because of the Minecraft addiction.
oh yeah, fair. So this is where we actually have to stop this this run because up ahead is a room that I need the fairy slingshot to even progress.
Oop.
So we're actually gonna leave this dungeon. The cool thing about the randomizer is that it actually cuts out a lot of like the story required sequences. So no cutscenes play, and you can set it so like certain obstacles can be just outright opened. Like in this part, you would need to be able to beat the dungeon here in order to even leave Kakariko Village or Kokiri Village. Kakariko Village, that's the wrong place. The Kokiri Forest. But since I can't beat it right now, I have it set so it's always open.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so the full
Yeah, that is huge.
yeah, so the full game is like more or less like fully explorable. And also there's like another thing. So we got the fairy ocarina here. This is like our instrument thing. So normally in the original game you would use the C buttons on the N64 to play it. So there's up, down, left, right, and A, B. Or just A, I think.
Right.
Because of certain things, I prefer to have the C buttons mapped to different buttons on my controller. So I have, let me bring it up again. I have right C button on my R1 button, left C button on my Y button, and down C button on my B button.
Oh.
And I have the up C button on my up directional pad. So this is fine because I prefer it this way for item management. Because if you map C buttons to your D-pad, you have to activate and use items with that D-pad. So like if you pull out like a
Right.
bow with like the up D-pad, you have to fire it with the up D-pad.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, which isn't so bad for first-person aiming, but if you like lock on and aim, that means you'd have to put your right thumb on the D-pad while you move around, which is not ideal. I think the game foresaw this because you can have the game set so the lock-on's on a toggle. So you can just like press it once,
Oh,
and then
nice.
you can just move your left hand down to the D-pad to aim stuff. But speaking as someone who's played a lot of Zelda games, I don't really prefer that input. It feels really wonky and weird.
They like genuinely, they might have been onto something with the design of the N64 controller.
There was like some unique aspects of the N64 controller that no other controllers ever imagined to replicate. Like the C
I mean, it's
buttons.
got 6 face buttons if you want.
Yeah, like A and B and all 4 C buttons. Like it's basically like a fucking like a Genesis controller or like a fight stick controller. It's weird to see Link so much centered on the screen. Oh, I know, right? I'm playing with this game lets you have it so you can control the camera with the right stick. Because normally in the original game you just have like an auto camera like this.
Yeah.
And the way you would manually adjust camera is just Z target.
Yep.
So it normally look like this. But when you have the camera on, it goes to manual focus.
It's nice.
I think it wasn't until Wind Waker that they implemented like an actual like an actual like different camera system.
I mean, that sounds... Honestly, that sounds about right.
Yeah. And then there was Twilight Princess, and then basically no more after that because there was also Twilight Princess on Wii and Skyward Sword on Wii. And we didn't get actual like camera adjustments until Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I mean, because it like only relatively recently have like Japanese gamers at large gotten used to like adjusting the camera with the right stick. Because doing it with shoulder buttons was like the standard for like an extremely long time.
Right. Ooh, light arrow.
Wow.
So you play Epona Song with the cows, they give you an item. In the original game, you would play the song in order to get milk from them. But since it counts as item drop, you just get a random item. Came with the GameCube controller-ish. Oh yeah, because like even like the camera in like most GameCube games weren't that great. Like Super Mario Sunshine is like probably like the one of the most known GameCube games, and controlling the camera in that game fucking sucks.
So I hear.
Like it doesn't have like an omnidirectional up, down, left, right control. It's left or right, and you press up or down to zoom in and zoom out. Which I mean was a really common like control scheme, but it sucks.
It's not great.
Yeah, like fucking like Jack and Daxter I think had that control scheme. Okay, this room's good. Third-person action games were so bad for me I couldn't even play them for years. Oh yeah, I can definitely relate. Like, so many games nowadays still struggle with like a third-person camera because of the whole jankiness of needing to move your character and the camera at the same time. Like Zelda made me want to rip out my hair a few times because the camera frothing at the mouth. Oh, Cal. Yeah, even in the games that had camera control, the best way to play old Zeldas, like old 3D Zeldas, was just to use the fucking, the lock-on center cam.
Did you get 2 heart containers from just that room?
I did, yeah.
That's pretty lucky.
Thank you for that, Cal.
Feeling lucky today?
Maybe. That's the only way
I don't know any.
Sorry, what?
Oh, I don't know any Kingdom Hearts Titus quotes because there aren't anymore.
Are you feeling lucky to not get oopsided? Okay, so this minigame's kind of a pain in the ass. He's gonna throw 3 cuckoos in the air, and you have to like look for them. Now this is hard in the original game because you couldn't pan your camera, but you can't hear. Okay, it's that one. That one. Okay, it's fucking ride or die now. Oh, cool, I got it.
Oh, nice.
You're probably gonna have an easy time with this because you can see all of them. Yeah. So I don't know how this ends, but I think the goal is to get all 6 medallions in order to get to Ganon's castle as Adult Link.
Okay.
I think that's the goal anyways. Right now, we're gonna go to Castle Town to scope out the shops there to see if there's any important items there. Oh yeah, wait, I forgot the most important tech.
Ah, there you go.
3 stones to become bid, then medallion to castle. I actually have the randomizer set, so if I just get the Song of Time, I can just beat Adult Link. I might try like 3 medallions at some points. Maybe you still need 3 medallions actually. I don't know if the setting cancels out that requirement. Technology is wild. I know, right? Let's see what we got here. Ooh, there's the fucking Ocarina of Time.
Oh.
Let's go see what the other store has real quick. Piece of Hearts and progressive stick capacity. Yeah, sure, I got that. The whole randomizer thing is so neat. It's fascinating how, like, for the most part, it's older retro games like Ocarina of Time or Dark Souls. Yeah, because like when a game's old enough, you got a lot more people familiar with like basically every single item in the game. So you can like when you play the game enough, you kind of need like a different way to play it in order to get a fresh experience out of it. That's and like not for every player, but for like most players, they'll just like stick to a randomizer. It makes every run exciting.
It is. It turns the game into a roguelike.
Exactly. Yeah, even with a modern controller, this aiming is not great.
It's very sensitive.
Yeah. There's probably a way to tune that with like dead zones or something, but I don't got time for that.
Fair.
And again, unfortunately, this game does not have gyro support. Which sucks because the Zelda 64 Majora's Mask port does.
Damn. Maybe it's good that I'm taking some time to get through Zelda 2. I'll have time to finish porting this to Zelda 64.
Oh yeah, which it'll probably be a better experience. The only drawbacks about Zelda 64 right now is that it doesn't have mod support.
Ah. I mean, like, on a first time playthrough. Like I'm not too fussed about that.
Yeah. But I mean, like, after installing this mod, I kind of did want to install, like, the Majora's Mask textures, too. But, like, you know, not yet, I guess.
Right.
So, yeah, day and night cycle, but it's only... It only happens when you're in the overworld. When you're in towns, it's, like, time frozen.
Oh.
Also,
Isn't that
Sorry, what?
as it is?
Sorry, what was that?
Isn't that normal?
Yeah, it is. The one change I did make is that the gold sculptures are supposed to appear only at night. I haven't said so they appear in the daytime too.
Oh, that's nice.
So I don't have to fuss around with like the sun song because I don't even have that yet. Okay, cool. How many? 7. Okay. Let's go. Keep going forward. Oh, there's Ocarina up there too. Huh.
Oh.
That area can only be accessed with a Dual Link. But we need certain other things for it. I think there's a way to get up there as Child Link, but I'm not good enough to figure it out. And now we just gotta go this way. So because of how I have the C button set up, it does make playing the Ocarina a bit weird.
Yeah, that seems like it'd be an adjustment.
Yeah, I'm still not used to it. And I like forget songs too, so I have to constantly go to the pause menus and look at the fucking songs. So that. Okay. Oops.
Oh, they're not gonna make you sit through the whole dance.
Now. Cool. All that
It's
for
so
a
fucking
nut.
long. It's insane.
I know, right? Luckily, this compilation also lets you change text speed. Because believe me, it was a lot longer on original hardware. Like a lot longer. Let's see. They got Bob Chews. Basically nothing. What I need most importantly is a bomb bag, because that's gonna let me access a lot more areas.
Right.
Actually. You gotta reset the fire sticks, because when they're left on fire too long, they get destroyed.
Right.
So just go over here. light this on fire. We're gonna have ourselves a Dark Souls moment, because we go through here. We're back at the forest. We're actually gonna go this way, because we can get an item over here. The one time where a piece of heart is actually really useless in this run. Oh, man. Because unfortunately, without bomb bags, I can't even access the third area.
Ah.
So we have to be a little bit creative. And by that, I mean just go to another area. It's kind of a pain in the ass.
I mean, that'll do it.
Yeah, it was kind of a pain in the ass in this game, though, because Hyrule Field is so fucking big.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, you don't get access to Epona at all as Child Link. Yeah, so compared to a KH2 randomizer, this is kind of slightly less eventful than that. Because at least in KH2
Yeah.
randomizer, you can progress.
And like you're always beating the fuck out of guys.
Yeah. And unfortunately, the game can be a little bit stubborn about whether or not it wants to give you something good or not. Ow. Oh, that's the wrong song. Shit. How'd that song go again? Okay. Cool, got it. Let's go.
Nice.
See what our friend has got to say. So you can encounter a periscode in tall grass. The fuck is a periscode?
A what?
Is it like a periscode or some shit?
Periscope.
Oh yeah, while we're here, might as well start planting these. These basically make floating platforms when you're Adult Link.
Ah.
So it's good to plant them now, that way you can just utilize them because they lead to more items. Nope. Gonna wait for him to leave. There we go. Hook shot. Nice.
Wow.
Cool. We can access a bunch of dungeons when we're Adult Link.
Can you not use it? I'm guessing you can't use it as child. Like,
No, unfortunately. Bomb shoes. Not really a helpful item, but it's something. Cool, we got defense up.
whoa.
Let's go. Cool, this is a good find.
You got blue ring.
Wee. I've only ever managed to get the fairy slingshot like once in these runs. It's actually really hard to find, unfortunately.
That is very unfortunate.
For all we know, it could be like in the Adult Link era. Which is why I have the Song of Time setting turned on, so if we find that, we can at least go to Adult Link early before getting the medallions or the... not the medallions, the gemstones. Place this here. Okay, what's up there? That's just a red ruby. That's fine. Oh, shit. Shit, shit, shit. Ah, fuck. Ow. Setback. It's all good. I hope someone managed to find a way to make this for like GameCube games, because I would love to play a version of this, but like for Wind Waker.
That would be super cool.
Because the best way to play Wind Waker is either you get your hands on that, like that weird Wii U port, or you play it on Dolphin with a 60 FPS hack. And also a widescreen hack. No. Nope. Oh, there's. I thought I saw Zora. It just disappeared. What the fuck? Hey, what's up? Oh, I don't have the... Fuck off. I'm one ruby short. God damn it. Fuck you, sign. I can't shop it. Shit. What do you have to say? Slaying 50 gold sculptures revealed the Serenade of what? 50? Oh my god. That's so many. Shit. Oops. Let's see, it's at the bottom of the damn lake. Because I think I had one instance where the hook shot was at the bottom of the lake. And the only way to get that, I need the fucking oh, I guess I can't see it right now. Oh, you probably see the don't link. There was one instance where it was at the bottom of the lake and you need the fucking heavy boots. The iron boots or whatever, in order to get that. Here's our first fairy.
Yeah, this is... I'm definitely, I don't know, as far as randomizers go, I think I'm more excited to get into Link to the Past. Just cause, like, there's less to be expected of you.
Yeah.
Whereas there's like pretty like serious tech and stuff that needs to be done in Ocarina.
Yeah, it's also probably a lot faster in Link to the Past, to be honest.
Yeah.
Ow, God. Gave Pomni a concussion. Poor girl. Alright, it's probably not gonna give me any rubies, actually. Damn. Maybe one of these fucking pots. No. There we go. And these Zora models are definitely not updated. I think they're still the low poly version. I think they are anyways. They look kind of jank.
Tragic.
It definitely was an experience playing this version of the game after playing the 3DS version so much, because I'm so used to like the control scheme and like the organization of the screen from that version. Because like all the HUD stuff that's on screen right now, you don't really see it on the 3DS version. It's all because it's on the bottom screen.
Oh, right.
That was kind of like the nice thing about the 3DS, to be honest, or like the DS in general. How like it allocated like the HUD elements to like another screen to give like a more like a cleaner visual of gameplay.
Damn, I missed 3DS Monster Hunter.
I still really want to get into Wilds, but it's out of my price range right now.
Yeah, I want to play more Generations Ultimate. That game's looking peak.
Is that the game where like Generations Ultimate? Monster Hunter 4? No, Monster Hunter fucking is it Monster Hunter 4? I forget.
No, it's Generations.
No.
It is an enhanced version of Generations. It's the G-Rig. It's on Switch.
Oh, I see.
I mean, it also came out on 3DS, but only in Japan.
I see.
Because like people were people were still using 3DSs.
I imagine it probably runs better on the Switch than the 3DS.
Yeah, I think so.
It's like,
But I mean, like, didn't run particularly badly on the 3DS to begin with.
oh, that's fair. It's like what, like 30 FPS or something?
I don't know, but I don't remember like ever noticing anything too bad about the frame rate.
This is just a fairy room. Damn. Stone of Agony. If you equip a realm pack, it reacts to nearby secrets. Ah, okay. Okay, I guess we're off to Death Mountain. We can do some of that dungeon. Maybe we can get particularly far in it. Because we cannot do the Zora dungeon because we do not have we don't have the slingshot. The first room in
I
the
can't finish the Deku tree because no slingshot.
yeah, the slingshot is like annoyingly integral, unfortunately.
Damn. Wonder if anyone is reviewing randomizers.
That would be interesting to see. It is admittedly a hard venue to like go down. Mostly because randomizers are so like personally dictated because of all the settings you can set and whatnot.
Yeah.
And also, mind you, also extremely different per person based on generated seed and all that. But I mean, it could be interesting. I don't know what the randomizer for Ocarina of Time was before this, because obviously there was a randomizer for Ocarina of Time for like the original version. I think like, you know, it was like a raw mag or something. But I don't know how that fares compares to. I don't know how that fares to like this version.
There is a website.
Ooh.
And you generate your seed on the website, it looks like.
Huh. They got any like particularly unique settings, or is it too many to list?
I'm still peeking around the site. Generate seed. Plandomizer.
Plandomizer.
They got you know like Plandos in KH2.
What's a Plando?
A randomizer run with like particular settings. I mean, like the glass cannon run is that we did is an example of that.
Oh, so it's like a preset or something?
Yeah.
I bet if I angle this right, I could jump on there. No, damn. Wait, oh, I have another idea.
Wow, there's a lot you can do here. It looks like
They got any interesting presets?
you can change what age you start as.
Oh yeah, that's one of the settings you can set in this rando too.
To be honest, as someone who has not played this game,
Yes!
I'm not great at picking out like the stuff from it.
That's fair. To be honest, rando is like really only something you delve into once you've beaten the game a few times.
Yeah. And I have not beaten it even once.
Though there's something interesting about this randomizer. I think like I don't know if it's integrated in the Ship of Harkinian port or not, but you can do randomizer in multiplayer.
Ooh.
I think how it works is that
Oh, wow.
everyone's in their own seed instance, but you can see each other.
Uninvert y-axis in first-person camera.
Yeah, that's a pretty good change.
Lots of cosmetic mods. You can do model swaps, it looks like.
Nice.
And music. Yeah, you can add custom music if you are patching a ROM. Which it looks like. Oh, I don't know if you can do all that on here. You don't really need to.
It is kind
It's
of
sad that so many people do not know how to patch a ROM. When it is like one of the easiest fucking things in the world.
yeah. Well, I mean, like it probably definitely differs depending on the type of emulator you're using.
But I mean, like all you gotta do is just point your program at like, hey, here's the thing I'm patching. Here's the patch. Boom. But like that level of whoa. That level of customization is like way too much for a lot of people.
Yeah, and I guess like most people prefer like mod managers if anything.
Which is fair. I fuck with mod managers. They're easy.
Yeah. Like like when I used to when I was like first modding KH1 and KH2, I was like, you know, fumbling around with the KH PC patch manager, which is like, you know, basically that exe that just injects the patches into the game. But there was some clunkiness in the whole like when you needed to like uninstall a mod in order to get a different mod working. Which was like really time consuming, to be honest.
That is kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah. And then like mod managers like basically just skip all that and you can just enable or disable a mod whenever you want.
Yeah.
And OpenKH also like uses patches too, so it's basically a KH PC patch thing. PC patch manager replacer for the most part. Like for me, like the way I want to go with mods in most games is that it's either like a reliable mod manager that's not too like intrusive to install, or a dedicated folder or a set of files that you can just install and it just works.
That's super nice.
Whenever it's something,
Shoutouts to. Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead.
Shoutouts to the FFVII mod and for Kingdom Hearts 2, where the setup is insanely easy. Because all you need is just like do a few downloads, which they supply. They supply the exact emulator that you should be using, with like preset settings that will be pretty good, at least. There's lots of guides. All you gotta do is just like throw a final mix, like throw a patch onto a final mix ROM, and then throw it in your emulator folder, and that's it. You don't even have to get a translation patch.
Right, because
In fact, if you get a translation patch, it will break the mod. because they have their own translation.
Fucking rip. Also, shoutouts to like basically all Unreal 4 engine games for having the simplest way to mod your games. just
add the mods folder.
Yeah, adds a mod folder. Every single mod file is a pack file. You just drop the pack file in there, it just works. With like very few exceptions. With that being said, I have very nicely been modding my Sonic Unleashed recompiled copy, and I'm excited to get to that whenever we start streaming that game.
Hell yeah! I am quite excited for that.
I got a good bunch of mods to basically tailor the game to make it feel a tiny bit better to play. And also, you know, a bunch of visual mods to make it more fun for a stream.
You're not gonna get Hedgehog Make Cry, though?
I don't think so, to be honest.
Fair.
The thing about like that is that while it is nicer to have like better feeling combat on the warehouse side, it's another thing when like the enemy variety is like not very good to like necessitate that, to be honest. I think there's like 5 enemy types in that whole game for like Werehog Sonic.
Damn, that's rough.
Ugh. But I've been implementing a good amount of mods. Like I implemented a mod that makes the drift not suck. It basically works like it does in fucking Sonic Generations. Oops. Oops. Come on. No. Okay, I gotta time this. There we go. Probably should have done that from the beginning. And this is our stop. You see that eye up there?
Oh, yeah.
You have to shoot it. And we can't. So now we gotta leave. Or we can just do it the lazy way and just reset. And there we go. Die, monster. How does it feel like getting your? I guess it's not your first exposure to this game, but like extensive exposure to this game, like this.
I mean, I've played the first like couple dungeons ish. So like I've seen a lot of the stuff that we've done. I think I've seen all the stuff we've done so far.
Yeah, but you never seen
But
Pomni do it.
I've not seen Pomni do it.
That's a blue ruby. Okay, that's worthless. I need to forward to daytime because there's another item I can get here, but I need to set time forward. Do I have enough gold sculptures yet? No, I don't. Fuck. I don't want to do much too soon, but this looks to be like a very DNF seed, to be honest. And I mean, at that point, we always could start the Sonic Unleashed stream early.
True. I do only have like a couple more hours though.
That's fine. We'll see what this next item drop gets us. And if it's basically just rubies, we can just stop, honestly.
Fair, yeah.
I imagine I gotta turn on like more settings to make it more palatable, but I've only been experimenting with like a few runs, and like only ever got like slightly lucky with some of them. I've actually need to restart like a bunch of times because I just kept getting DNFs.
But honestly, you might have to like just learn some speedrunning tech.
Yeah, fucking decker sticks. Okay, yeah, that's dead. That's a dead seed. Honestly. Okay, that's enough Ocarina of Time randomizer. We're gonna move on to a better game now.